Welcome to the Work for Change podcast. It's your host, Jean.
And your other host, John.
And your other host, Sam.
Sam, you're so much louder than you said you were going to be.
What?
You check like this. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. And then as soon as we start recording, you're like, "Ah!"
You guys, can you please stop arguing, okay? This is unacceptable. This is supposed to be a happy day.
Hey, what?
Wait, welcome to episode 98?
I don't know. So I was literally just going to ask what episode are we on.
Oh, welcome to episode
98.
Something
98 question mark?
90-something.
Also,
why is today a big day while I check what episode this is?
well, we're recording on our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, it's 98.
1 year.
1 year.
We survived. Or should I say I survived?
We thrived.
We thrived.
I think we thrived. And we technically have been married for 366 days, but it was a leap year. So,
You know how many times I've heard him say that, guys? A lot.
you know how many different social platforms I'm on, which I need to share that piece of information? A lot. Not
Yeah.
that many. Not
Happy
that many. I think I
anniversary.
only said it on Instagram and Facebook.
Happy
And in person a lot.
anniversary, guys. Thanks for giving me that sick meme that I was able to post on my page again today.
Did you
That
get
is the
same,
best meme.
Did you get the same response?
Yeah, it was a good response. People like when I'm sad, so it's
Yeah.
good. Like I said last time, people like when I'm self-deprecating, so
Yeah.
it's good.
Me too.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
We were last week when I was coaching a class. It was a 30-minute time cap one. It was really long. A lot of people hit the time cap.
Is it the one I hit the time cap?
Yeah, a lot of unnamed people hit the time cap.
Yeah. Sam did great.
Yeah. I think it was even. It might have been when I was coaching 5:30 or probably 4, which doesn't matter to anyone.
It's true.
The very last song, it was 27 minutes, and all of a sudden, "Hello, darkness," and it was so perfect. I'm
That's so
well,
good.
this is staying on.
Oh my gosh.
It was like rock hits radio, and then that one came on. I was like,
Well,
Fun fact, I was the only one who time kept for that workout.
that day. I mean, that class.
No, for the whole day.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were kind of cruising.
I was cruising. I stopped to watch you guys for a while.
Well, I like how John said a lot of people time capped, and it was literally just Sam.
No.
It really was.
No, because I coached 5:30 a.m. and 3 people time.
Okay.
Well, then why are you lying?
No, because I looked at the
Why
board.
you always lying? Why the heck you lying? Oh my God.
Girl, quit lying. Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't write time cap on the board like other coaches do. That's just so savage.
Oh, I do it to me. I'm like, oops,
time
I did it
cap.
again.
I
heard-
remember one of the first workouts that me and Jean did at our old CrossFit gym. Jean time capped, and he was all mad, and he wrote it on the board or something like that. I remember that.
Dude, I was dumb.
You were
when I first started CrossFit, I was dumb.
He was so
I took
Past
it.
tense?
I took it so.
yeah.
I took it so personally.
Yeah.
I don't anymore.
Yeah.
I'm I'm the opposite.
No, you would
section
take
now.
everything personally.
It's you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's in life, but
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest changes with that I think I've found in CrossFit is I literally don't care what's on the board.
Mhm.
For the you know what I mean? I do. I'll do, whatever the workout is, I'll do it. But if it's if I'm oh, okay, I don't want to do that today, or I'm not feeling that, or that weight's a little too heavy, I'm just okay,
Yeah.
I'll just do less, or I'll do, you know what I mean? Before it was I have to have RX or RX plus. For a while it was I have to have RX plus,
Yeah.
and now I'm just I don't know, I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever. It just I don't know, it just doesn't matter to me. I think for me a big part of that was when I hurt myself over quarantine. I just had to modify so many things that now I'm just whatever. I was able to do that workout RX on Friday, which is the one we were talking about. It was a 30-minute time cap, and I was just just finish and don't hurt yourself, and I did. And I pushed hard. Could I have pushed harder if I was if I felt fully 100% probably, but
You beat Jean.
it's true by a whole minute.
Yeah, I started the workout with "Don't injure yourself"
Yeah.
as well. That was my same. It was everything in that movement was this could hurt me, this could hurt me, this can hurt me. It was hang clusters, which is a very weird movement.
Yeah.
Those are
but
fun, though.
You basically deadlift a bar, and then you do a hang clean thruster, and then once it's from overhead, you have to bring it back down to your hips, and then do it again. And so I was just nope, that's going to hurt me. And then the next movement was kettlebell swings, the next movement was box jump overs, which the hinging in the hips hurts my back. and then kettlebell swings, and then 800-meter run, and then back to kettlebell swings,
Yeah.
box jumps, and then the hang clusters. And so I was like, literally every single one of these has potential to hurt my back, so I'm just going to finish. But then at the very end of the workout, you have Tom who starts yelling at me, and I'm like, well, now I have to go. And so then I'm doing like those. And then I ended up going harder than I
Well, you were
wanted to. But I
standing
didn't get
around
injured.
for a while, and I was like, oh, wow, he beat John David. And then
No,
he
no,
picked
no.
up the bar again.
Yeah, no, I was just
No,
kind of
no.
chilling. I was legitimately chilling. I was going to say something, and I don't remember what it was. And now
Probably wasn't important, to be honest.
yeah, now I'm kind of sad about it because I was like really excited to say it.
Were you going to say that your back hurts?
No, but speaking of that, I today spent 30 minutes, I got to the gym before class, and I'm going to start stretching. I started mobilizing, and then I was just like doing, like while I was watching people, I was like kind of doing some stretches and stuff like that. And then I grabbed a kettlebell, and I was like stretching out my calves or my ankles and stuff. And then I did like 5, like not even kettlebell swings, but like kettlebell hinges. You know, so it's like I didn't go overhead. I didn't even go to eyes. I just kind of like did this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my back. And like I like warmed up for 30 minutes, and then like 5 swings in, I'm like, ooh, that tweaked something. Oh, man. And then so for the rest of it, I'm like, damn, my back is kind of tight. I feel fine now, but it's like little stupid things like that. You can spend 30 minutes mobilizing and
Did
still.
you get any results back yet?
No, not yet.
When is that supposed to happen?
I went to the MRI a week ago.
About a
I
week
went
ago.
I went to the MRI on Wednesday, and they said 3 to 5 days, but I think 1, that's business days. 2, my MRI was at the beginning of the day, so you'd think it would.
I would call.
Call him right now on stream.
Yeah,
Or
let's
on,
hear.
on the podcast.
On
On stream.
stream.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
embarrassing.
streamed too much.
No new test results. Only Kaiser Permanente app.
Wow.
So.
Could you imagine, like, oh, sick, I have herpes.
Probably. I mean, they probably call you for that, but
I didn't want to use one too crazy, you know, like something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we decided to have Sam on the podcast this week. Oh, by the way, buy some merch.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
So, good news, you guys. We have the new Work for Change, Change for Life, or Jean likes to call them Work for Change for Life shirts are up to size 5XL. Me and John are both wearing them, if you're watching.
We're both wearing 5XLs.
Yeah, we're both wearing 5XLs. We're getting
swole.
massive. But yeah, we up to size 5XLs for you guys, and then we also have the standard just Work for Change logo tee. Not that one yet, Sam.
Oh.
Just the logo tee. That one's also up to 5XL. And then we also have the women's tank in a black now. And that's sadly only up to 2XL because they don't make them in any other sizes. So
From
if you
that
want to
brand.
go support, it is workforchangepodcast.com. Pick yourself up some merch. We seriously appreciate it, and it helps us out a lot.
I've said it on Instagram.
This is a pre-sale.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
pre-sale
pre-sale.
as well.
I've said it on Instagram. I like these shirts better than the last time.
What specifically? The designs?
I think
Or
the design,
the
yeah.
colors.
Designs and colors
Well,
and
I mean,
everything.
Last ones were just logos. You know what I mean? There was no real design to them. They were just the
I
logos.
just
Yeah,
like
they're-
them all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like both of them. I like them. I've liked our design so far.
Yeah.
So, and I'm excited about the next one, like I said. But that we're still in the middle of the current one, so I'm not going to
Yeah.
get too far ahead of
Hoodies
myself.
soon.
Hoodies soon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's
Big-
cooling down here in San Diego. It's 100 degrees today.
Yeah. It's going to be in the 80s later
I know,
this
I
week, you
It's going to
guys.
be in the 70s later this week.
Oh my gosh, I need a hoodie.
Like Saturday, I think Saturday and Sunday are like 70 something.
Snuggle weather.
And then it goes Monday, Tuesday back to high 90s. Like it's just like
That's
quick.
BS.
Which definitely matters to everyone listening.
I was just about to say no one cares about the weather here right now. by
No,
the way.
they should, because I keep seeing people post on Instagram that they're wearing sweaters, and I'm really jealous.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but that happens.
sweaters and
That
fall
happens
vibes.
literally every time during this year.
True.
Every time. Every time, I'm like, oh man, it's October. It should be colder. It's never colder in October. It literally is never colder in October. Maybe towards the very end of the month, it gets
Yeah.
maybe a little bit more cold.
I'm
But
just
Yeah.
glad. I'm
usually October is in the 90s every year.
I'm glad to be out of September.
September's always the
people,
hottest.
People think September is fall vibes, and it's not.
Not in San Diego.
September
That's
is
the
the
hottest,
hottest
yeah,
month.
It's the hottest month.
Yeah.
It's
it
not
was
fall
by far
vibes.
here. We had so many days over 100. But so we brought Sam on because we announced that you guys were pregnant without her last week.
Yes.
and I know
We
that
tried
she
to get you on, it just didn't work with the
Yeah,
schedule.
Yeah.
it just didn't work out. And then it was like, well, we don't have anything else to talk about because that was the plan, right?
Yeah.
Right. You guys agree?
Yeah.
But now
There
this-
wasn't. I mean, we're gonna be honest. There was not a big plan last
Shh,
week.
don't tell them. Don't. It's we plan everything to the T here, okay?
Mhm.
As you guys can tell. But so now I feel like it kind of worked out. It's kind of, was it serendipitous is the word? Probably not.
Oh, that reminds me.
What?
What?
So last week we were talking about the word for, at the end of this podcast, you're going to be,
Yeah.
You remember how we were saying
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
And it
yeah.
wasn't entertained. It wasn't, someone commented, you're going to be bemused.
Bemused.
Oh, I was
Bemused.
wondering. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So
that
it's
a
like,
word?
Yeah, like when you're bemused. Like, kind of like amused, but below it, just kind of like, you're bemused.
I'm gonna start using that now.
You know what I mean? Just kind of like, all right, bemused.
Bemused.
So at the end of this podcast, we hope to leave you bemused every week.
Yeah.
If we
Yeah.
can leave you bemused.
We're not comedians, dog.
We're
This is-
aiming for
we're not
bemused.
we're not trying to entertain you.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna make you laugh to your socks off and.
I don't know.
And,
I'm
like,
on this episode.
Yeah. So
you're gonna be
again,
extra
we're
bemused.
gonna
You're gonna be commused. It's a C tier.
bemused.
That
Kinda-
sounds
I
sexual,
kinda-
kind of.
No, it kind of sounds like you're like sitting in a chair and they're like feeding you communism stuff,
Yeah.
and they're gonna commuse you, indoctrinate you. Commuse you.
Okay, but good talk, John. Thanks for letting us know. But
Serendipitous, Sam Glaude.
But Sam, we figured we'd have you on because what I think would be interesting, and John agreed. He actually didn't, but I heard him say something about it earlier. Was talking about, because obviously you're pregnant, right? If you guys weren't here at the last week,
Yes,
surprise.
I am.
You're pregnant. John's not. And
We are pregnant.
John is supporting a pregnant woman. And I'm just kidding.
I'm reading a book, and it says that
You're reading a book.
I'm reading a book about
Congratulations.
first-time fatherhood.
Is
Sam-
this
That
the
I got
first-
him for his
I was gonna say,
anniversary.
this is the first for the anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh, today's the anniversary. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, but she gave it to me yesterday.
Yeah.
So I was reading it last night, and it was talking about how guys, a lot of times, they feel checked out of the pregnancy, and then they see a baby, and then they're 9 months behind their wife because their wife fell in love with the baby right away.
Yeah.
And the guy was like not paying attention at all, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you have a baby in his hand.
You
so
just have a
so
you
his
just have a
affection-
pregnant woman in your life.
yeah, so
Yeah.
his affection is 9 months behind the wives, right?
Oh, that makes me sad.
So what they're saying is the way that guys can feel like connected and in one with the baby
Yeah.
and the pregnancy is to like be like your number one like support system.
Mhm.
So you're like, hey honey, how do you feel? How you doing? What can I do for you? How can I support you?
Mhm.
Like kind of be involved. Like how you feeling today? How are they? Like be involved in your pregnancy. Like very like interested and.
So now you only
learn.
be like 3 months behind.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
How
only, like, 3 months.
how
I haven't
well
done
do you
any
think
Google
you'll be able to
searches.
do that?
I think that we're a pretty good team. Like I would say, put us up against any other team. We'll. We
Any
won't-
other team.
Yeah, we won't finish like first.
So
but
like you like Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, or what? Like you go up against them?
like relationship teams.
Oh,
you know what I
okay.
mean? Like put us up against put us up against any celebrity. They all get divorced anyway.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
not
that's
good.
saying
bad
so
omen
much.
there.
I know.
Now people are just like, all right, I wonder when John and Sam are gonna get divorced now.
I will say it's sad though because he's not allowed to go to any doctor's appointments.
Hey, we're 1 year into marriage. I think we've got it figured out. All
Yeah.
right, dude.
We're
Yeah.
professionals.
We've got
when are you?
we've got
have you
marriage
guys-
figured out.
Have you guys done the whole eating the cake, the 1-year-old cake thing yet?
No, it's in the
it's
fridge.
defrosting.
Oh,
Okay,
that
I
was,
will say-
wait, that was your cake.
Yeah.
I will say a fun fact. So after the wedding, obviously we left, and then like everyone cleaned stuff up for us. Thank you. The wedding party and our family,
Oh god.
and then we came home the next day.
And John
Like,
David's stressing out because he was the best man, and apparently the best man has some responsibilities after the wedding.
Man, dude, screw you, okay?
the next
What?
day.
I
no,
tried
this
hard.
is a nice.
This
I
is a
tried.
Good, this is
a
a
nice
good story. We're
But
speaking
still,
you up.
But it still makes me look stupid.
The next day we come home, like the day after the wedding. It's like we spent the whole next day like busy, brunch, opening presents with family, all this stuff.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
fun.
we come home in the evening, and then there's like all this stuff on the counter, and we open the freezer, and there's like our whole entire wedding cake is in the freezer.
Like
and it
everything
was
was like moved out of the way, and like
Yeah.
the huge
Yes.
wedding platter is like sitting sideways in the
and,
freezer.
And John David was like, "Well, I heard you were supposed to save the wedding cake, but we had so much left over that
Yeah,
it was like
barely
the whole
anyone because we
entire-
cut it so late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Well,
like
it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's a
But
whole.
we cut it so
story.
late, and like everyone was already dancing. No one wanted to eat cake now.
Our
Like,
our wedding planner just hung out
Barry.
in the office the whole
Yeah.
time. Didn't do a lot of organizing.
Yeah,
That was
but so we threw away most of the cake, but we saved
A pretty hefty
pretty
slice.
hefty slice.
but it wasn't from the cake. It was your mom or someone grabbed it, right?
No,
Like, no, I think someone grabbed. Like, someone, I remember you telling me, like, no, we got it already. We already saved the piece that we needed. So I don't think you guys
No,
even...
it was from you.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Yeah.
makes me feel better.
Yeah.
It
well,
was just funny
dude,
'cause
what if I didn't do that then?
we probably wouldn't have had cake.
Well, then that's
I would have
bad.
blamed you.
I know, but no one even told me. I was just something I remember from, I think, an episode of Friends or something.
We literally
And
had
so
the
I was like,
whole
I need to
entire
save...
cake.
Well, I don't know.
But we
So
did eat some, and then we threw the rest away and then saved some.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
We did eat some. Is that what you said?
Yeah, we ate it like that
Okay,
day.
I thought you were saying that we're gonna eat some and then save the rest of it. And I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
Yeah, you save... that's kind of sketchy, though.
Okay, a
Year-old
it's frozen.
cake?
It's frozen.
Yeah, it's fine. Germs don't happen in the freezer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Germs can't. Germs freeze.
But yeah, that day was a fun day. It was your guys' wedding was very fun.
It was
That was
pretty
like
Um,
that was like my number one priority
Yeah.
outside of getting married. Was like
Do we have to do the marriage thing? Can we just have a party?
like it was like I want people to leave the wedding being like, that was a fun wedding.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was like
Yeah.
the goal, and so I think that it turned out pretty well.
It was good.
Yeah.
And now tonight,
time.
after I coach, we're gonna go home. We're gonna eat the cake.
Eat dinner.
Eat. Yeah, we're gonna eat dinner, and then eat the cake and watch our wedding video. And that's our plan.
And I'm gonna have some sparkling apple cider.
Yeah, I won't be there. Don't worry, guys. I'll stay here. I'll let you guys do your thing.
No, don't worry. We'll be in bed by 8:30 anyway.
I usually don't get home now until like midnight.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
It
It works
is.
out though.
Yeah, we were up that one time you came home.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I was dead tired. I was like I
Yeah.
was like a zombie. We finally finished the ranch.
Comment if you've watched The Ranch on Netflix.
My friend Ethan Suplee is in that.
Yeah.
Our friend of the podcast.
He said he wasn't your friend. He literally
He
said
did-
it on
he
the
did.
podcast.
On
He
the
said, I am
podcast.
not your friend.
Yeah, I know, that was
I
good.
laughed so
Yeah, his
hard.
name's
That-
Beer Pong on the
that was a
show.
good
He
time.
said it so seriously too, and I kind of felt bad for John. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, poor John.
It's not the first time a celebrity's told me that. Following him around doesn't help.
Taking pictures of them when they try and get out of cars is not
Yeah.
a good,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
look. Okay, so tell us the story, Sam, about your pregnancy, okay? From the
Okay.
start.
Wait, hold
So-
on. Did you have questions? Did people send in questions?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can do that after, and then also feel free to let us know all the things we got wrong last.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I listened to the podcast.
What John got wrong, because of course I decided to not talk.
I had a pretty ranty week last week, so
We know.
You've had a pretty ranty month, John.
it's been a rough month.
Pretty
Yeah.
ranty year.
Yeah. Like, I like that podcast, except for that Jean guy. He's always complaining about something.
He's a ranty guy. Okay, so I was listening to the podcast, and
Support. Hashtag support.
you guys did get some stuff wrong.
Dang it.
So I wrote it down as I was listening to the podcast.
Of course you did.
So
She called me while she was listening.
all right,
Like,
I always
you got
do,
this
and
wrong,
I'm like,
that's wrong.
you guys did really good this week, but I have some constructive criticism.
She does that
every
every
week.
week.
So I do have diabetes, and I
Okay, I'm glad we thought it was maybe Parkinson's.
What if
weren't
we- yeah,
sure.
what if we
were a
got
little
that one wrong?
confused.
and no, yeah, you did get it wrong. You said your kidneys fail, and I'm like,
and
it's
then
your
I fixed
pancreas.
it. And then I fixed it. I said kidneys, and then I said, I'm sorry,
Okay.
pancreas.
Okay, so Jean was like, yeah, diabetic pregnant people will have their baby most likely induced, which was correct because the babies are bigger. But that's not entirely true.
Dang, because they're jacked, dude.
Yeah.
So they freaking come out all swole,
Because
dude.
they're swole. That's
Yeah.
what I said.
So I'm not a professional either, so don't come after me.
Mm-hmm.
I can only come after them.
Yeah.
So any high-risk pregnancy, whether you're carrying twins or you're diabetic or things like that, you will most likely be induced because the possible risks of placenta failure. Or you are right that diabetic babies maybe towards the end will have larger shoulders.
I'm sorry, diabetic babies. This makes me laugh.
Well, I don't know what to call them. Will have like bigger shoulders.
Thinking of like, what was it, Walter Bromley with his mustache?
Oh, didn't he die?
Diabetes.
He died recently.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's still. I mean, it doesn't make it not funny. I feel
Yeah,
like
we can't talk about people on this podcast.
I know.
What happened to our freaking boy last week?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Remember Rick?
Rick Moranis got freaking
I know!
randomly jumped
Oh.
in L.A. after we talked about him.
No,
Dude.
New York.
Or in New York.
we must protect him at all costs.
I know.
Well, the other guy's already dead. So.
I can't. This freaking guy has been out of the limelight for like 20 years, and we
I
talk
know.
about him on the podcast, and he
I
gets
saw it
freaking.
on
I think it's
E!
jumped.
News.
It was
He
someone.
jumps
It was
in the-
well, probably one of you guys listening to the podcast.
I
We're like,
know.
that's that Rick Moranis guy. I don't like those Glaude brothers. I'm gonna beat him
That
up.
guy's so ranty. I'm gonna jump this guy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so the
But yeah, so Walter Bromley will come out of here. Diabetes.
so they
He's
can
like, do you have your testing kits?
they can have bigger shoulders, so they have to monitor the baby closely, and you
Oh,
would
baby
most like
linebackers, man.
yeah, you will most likely be induced because of those reasons.
Why are they bigger?
Like if they're getting too much sugar from your blood.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're literally diabetes babies.
Diabetes babies.
Yes.
Come out with type 2, baby. you know
And
what I'm
that's why I
saying?
have to monitor my blood sugar so tightly, even
Uh-huh.
more than I normally do.
Yeah, I know.
Which is pretty tightly, to be fair.
Yeah.
She has a better A1C than healthy people,
Yeah, I would say she does a good job. With it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
than people without a chronic illness.
Thank you. Keep
Okay,
going.
so you have you're going to be induced because the baby is normally bigger. Diabetes because of your pancreas, not because of your liver, like John said.
Pancreas.
He said kidneys.
Whatever. It was
Um,
wrong.
So then,
I
what did you
fixed
say?
it right after.
You said the baby won't have diabetes.
He said he
I said
doesn't
it
know.
probably
The,
wouldn't.
he
Oh.
said he doesn't know what the like how often it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, so the chances are increased.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But there's a lot of different things that go into it. But I have also heard of like early testing. I don't know the name of it. But like once the baby's born, they can like do like tests to see if they do have an increased chance, and then be like, oh, okay, like they do have this marker or something, and then you just like monitor it closely.
Wouldn't it?
But
be
I know all the warning signs, so if they did get diagnosed, I would be like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wouldn't it be hard because like to tell? Because doesn't a lot of like for you diabetes didn't show up until you were 27, right? Like,
Yeah.
and so wouldn't it be kind of
26.
like, is it 26? Yeah. So would it be hard to diagnose it when they're like young? You know, because like a lot of times like, are you able to see stuff that like, oh, this is happening, so most likely it will develop in the future? You know what I mean? Is that something you don't know about?
I didn't have diabetes my whole life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It just came at 26.
Yeah.
But if they were to get it, because mostly people get it when they're young, so
Yeah.
I know the
Type
warning
1
sign.
is called juvenile diabetes.
I know that. Yeah, it used to be called
Used
that.
to
yeah.
be.
Used to be called juvenile
Come on, John.
diabetes.
Dude, what the heck? Get it together. Man.
Guys,
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I
Have you guys just found this
You
out
just like to
after
rant.
He
almost
acts,
2
he
years?
acts like he knows stuff and rants about the things
Yeah.
he doesn't know.
We've been doing this podcast for almost 2 years, and you guys are just finally learning that I don't actually know anything.
yeah, pretty good job hiding
I
that,
know.
You know?
So there
His
is an
name's not
increased
even
chance.
John.
Yeah.
He just made it up.
It's true.
Okay, so there is an increased chance, but I'm not too worried about it. Like I would know how to handle it.
Well,
I would
yeah,
obviously not wish it upon
Yeah,
our
but the
little
thing,
baby.
if it happens, like, the best person to handle it would be you, right?
Yeah,
Like, you know about it.
Yeah.
Okay, was there anything else that we got
those
wrong?
are the only two things.
Okay, so...
That's not that bad. Two
it's not-
things
It's not too bad.
for a
Yeah.
whole podcast.
So, well, tell us
About
the story.
this.
Tell
Yeah.
us the story about how you found out. Like, was anything happening to your body? You're like, oh, because John kind of was like, oh, there's this, but like, I'm sure he wasn't inside your mind. So like,
So I always said it when
just
me
take
and
us
John.
from the very start. Contraception.
So I always
All right.
said
Well, it was a warm night.
it was a warm night.
Mommy bird and the baby.
Yeah.
I was drinking heavily.
We can't joke about that. You can. We're not allowed to say anything.
Okay, I
We'll
was
get
drinking
that
heavily.
Ma- Mama wants her bubbly.
I had to be drunk for this.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I've always suspected that, but
Yeah.
for you to say it out loud like that is
Okay.
savage.
So when me and John were first dating, I said I don't want to get married until I'm like 30, and then we got married, and I was like, what, 27?
Yeah.
And then
Wow, so much sooner.
and then I was like, I don't want to have a baby until I'm like 30 or 31, and then here we are. So
Mhm.
anyway, what are you doing?
I gotta do this every couple minutes. Just keep going.
So anyway, I took a pregnancy test and it was negative, just because I was like kind of feeling weird.
Mhm.
And then I'd never taken a pregnancy test before, and so I was like, oh my gosh, that was crazy, but it was negative. And then
So
like,
when that happened, were you like relieved? Were you like were you kind of like, oh, I'm still feeling weird? So were you kind of concerned? Like,
I was kind of sad.
kind of sad. Okay.
And then when I did take it, it was a very, very faint line that was like positive. And then I was like, that's not right. I'm going to take it again.
Mm-hmm.
So then I took another one and it was a very faint line. And I'm like, that's not real. I'll take another one later. So I took another one and it was like, they always say like if it's very faint, like you're pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like 2 lines. And then Jean was like, oh my gosh. And then I was freaking out and I just laid there for like an hour in silence.
Did you feel the baby kicking?
Yeah.
Well, she thinks she did recently, right?
I know, but they always say that you don't, but like maybe you
that's
did.
not-
You don't know.
You don't know.
When normally would that start to happen?
They say like between 16 and 20 weeks, and I'm
Where are you
14
at?
weeks.
Yeah. So you're close, but not there yet.
But it was
But
this
no
weird
cigar,
little.
you know? They keep on trying to give it to her.
Yep.
But no
No
cigar.
cigars.
Anyway, so then I was like, the next day I took one that said yes or no, and it said yes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And then I was kind of like scared.
Mm.
And then, you went to the doctor.
Oh yeah, I went to
'cause
the
you had to get
doctor.
a test anyway, and you were like, can you guys just test for this too? Might as well.
Yeah,
And then her doctor
confirmed it.
confirmed it and was like, yes, you're pregnant. And our doctor goes to our church. But she has to honor the client-patient, doctor, or whatever relationship. And so at the church, she knew, but she couldn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then so like finally she waited, and then we finally announced it on social media.
Yeah.
I'm skipping ahead, but like we finally announced it on social media this week. And she's like, OMG, congrats! Like, it was like, and so
But you knew
I saw her
forever.
at church yesterday.
Well, maybe
I saw her at
Sunday.
church.
Well, what do you know? Maybe she forgot.
Yeah, maybe. And I'm like, thanks for acting surprised. She's like, I have to do it more than you know.
Oh,
You
that's
know.
cute.
Yeah.
Okay, but like I'm curious, like all the stuff that you kind of said is John already said, so I don't want to like rehash. So like, is there anything like? I'm just kind of curious about like what was going on in your head, like because that's stuff John doesn't know. Because I don't want to like say the same thing that we said last.
Okay,
week.
I'm a planner, so I'm like, oh my gosh, we have a wedding in April. Because I did like the math. I'm due in April, and I'm due April 5th. Most likely will be induced end of March.
You have
so
a
like,
wedding that you're going to in April.
I have a wedding we're
Okay.
going to in April. I mean, we're renewing our vows.
I was very
Yeah.
confused for a second.
Yeah, well, we decided that we like April better as a
Yeah.
wedding month, so we're just going to renew our vows then.
Yeah. So we have a wedding in Texas in April, and so I'm literally like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. Oh my gosh, will
Hold
I
on,
be able
hold
to
on.
fly?
hold on. We think we have a wedding in Texas in April.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the real one.
What?
The-
Oh.
The other wedding in Texas that
No,
we got
that-
to save the date for, but nothing else?
no.
Not that one.
That's a different wedding. That was because of COVID.
Yeah.
But this one is happening in April. Anyway, and so I'm like, oh my gosh, will I be able to fly? Oh my gosh, what am I going to do for work? Oh my gosh, will I be able to do CrossFit? Like thinking all these things, random things. I'm like, who's going to watch the baby? I hope my best friend can take off time work to come over and hang out with me.
Mhm.
So I just think random things, like nothing that's in the now, just
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
You
Oh,
know,
I thought there was gonna be more.
No. No.
What else do you want to know? Just keep it coming.
Well,
We're-
like the thing that
we're- We're pretty chill, right?
the thing that
More show.
the thing that I'm most interested about, and I think that that's the most different, is the fact that you're diabetic and pregnant.
Oh yeah, so I was like, what? I already was aware of kind of like what your blood sugars do. I just know that you do become more insulin resistant.
Bailey's in here and she's stretching
Our doggy.
like a good girl.
She's
Yeah.
cute, and she knows she's gonna be a big sister.
Mm-hmm. She's her ear went up. She's like, "Don't talk about that baby in front of me ever again."
So I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to be like on my blood sugar right now. But I then since have then spoken to a diabetes educator who have said that like between like weeks like 8 and 14 I'll be insulin sensitive, which means that I may have an increased chance of running low, which I have. It's been
Mhm.
like right on the dot, and that around like after 14 weeks and on, I'll become more and more insulin resistant, which means I'll require more insulin. And not to be like afraid of insulin because like your body needs it, obviously, because it's like feeding the pancreas and feeding like you're getting bigger, you know.
Mhm.
So that's when I'm like, when is it gonna happen? When am I gonna need more insulin?
Mhm.
So I've just been kind of like watching it, knowing that that's coming.
So, what questions did you get on our Work for Change Instagram?
I will tell you.
You screenshotted them?
Yeah, I'm prepared
Why didn't you just go to Instagram?
because I screenshotted them.
Okay.
Can you guys stop arguing again, please?
Someone said, "Are you doing a gender reveal?" And I was thinking about lighting like fire.
No,
like-
no, no.
So next week, me and Jean are going to a Jean and I feel like I need to be politically correct.
Right.
That's
That's
not-
not politically
that's not
correct.
politically,
It's
that's
grammatically
grammatically
correct. That's just like, living life.
Come on.
Whatever. Jean and I are going to a private ultrasound place, so this will be his first time to see
The baby in real life and not just on a screen.
yeah, and I've already had like a million ultrasounds. Like my coworker, shout out, she listens. She's due next month, and she's only had like 3 ultrasounds, and I've had like 4 or 5.
Why?
high risk.
Also, I love. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I love how you're like, yeah, my coworker listens. Shout out. Also, I've had way more ultrasounds than her. She sucks. It's not very nice.
No,
She's gonna like text her and be like, "Hey, you should listen to the podcast this week."
Yeah, I know.
I totally call you out.
Yeah. You dummy.
Yeah, but she's due next month, and so Jean's gonna go with me next week, and we're gonna go to a private place where he can go, and we're gonna find out the gender. And I don't know if we're gonna find out there, or if we're gonna do like a mini gender reveal. But it's still like COVID, so I don't want to get like a million people together.
It's just not necessary. I
So-
feel like gender reveals are so over the top. It's just.
You know what? I want to pop a balloon,
Okay.
Yeah. By the way,
but I would probably just keep it small, like family.
for people who don't know, we live in San Diego, so it's a little closer of a joke for us to make about a balloon popping on fire or whatever. Like, if we didn't live in San Diego and we were making fun of San Diegans for their fire, that'd be a little different.
Yeah.
But we live in San Diego. This is like self-deprecation.
Yeah, we have a lot of fires all the time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find out next week. What do you guys think it is?
It's a
Girl.
boy. Boy. Nah. Nope. It's a boy.
I think it's a girl.
I think it's a girl.
I'm gonna be a girl dad.
Yeah.
You're a
100%.
girly dad.
He wants
Yeah.
to talk
But-
about his feelings.
I want
With
to.
a girl.
Yeah, I need to be able to talk about my feelings and process.
You can do that with a boy too.
Today they were talking about the Andy Stanley podcast and the Enneagram during our meeting.
I told you to listen to it.
I haven't listened to it yet, but it's nice to know that they all have time at work to listen to podcasts while I'm friggin' going away trying to get stuff done.
I hope all your bosses.
I know.
I know.
But they were like, we were so intrigued by the Enneagram 4, and they're like, we've learned that we have to say, Jean, we respect your creative input, but we're not going to go that direction.
Yeah, I was thinking about you on that episode.
Yeah.
I'm so lost right now.
Enneagram, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm a 4. That's all you gotta know. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question.
Okay, next is what will your workout routine be while pregnant? And I didn't want to say this to people, but I'm just going to say it.
Oh gosh.
She's gonna do all just double unders and handstand push-ups.
And 1 rep max squats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deadlifts.
I haven't felt that sick in the first trimester, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't work out the whole time because I felt so sick. I felt so nauseous. I felt very, 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 very tired, but I have like worked out pretty consistently still.
Yeah. More consistently than John, which isn't saying much though.
Yeah, that doesn't say much, but I have.
That's very
And-
true, guys. It hurts.
You worked out today though.
No, I
No, he hasn't.
I thought you did.
No.
No, he coached.
I coached this
Oh,
morning.
so when you were talking about how you hurt your back, you were just
I was
complaining while
coaching.
you were coaching.
Yes.
Yes.
I was doing a kettlebell swing while people were moving around. I'm like, I'll just do the ow. My hope is to coach in between classes today. We'll see how that.
You're going to coach in between
I mean,
classes?
you know what I
Wow.
mean. Whatever. You know
Yeah,
what I mean.
Jeez, that was so passive aggressive. Man. That hurt my
Three-
feelings.
3 classes today. It's hard to and a full-time job and a podcast. It's hard to fit a workout in. Okay, guys. I'm not complaining. This isn't a complaint.
This isn't last week's episode.
This isn't a
Yeah.
complaint week.
Yeah, get out of here.
So I am going to continue to do CrossFit.
We have 6 minutes left in this podcast. Just so you know.
You don't need to tell people.
No, now
Yeah,
they know.
Thanks a lot.
So I'm going to continue to do CrossFit throughout, hopefully. And I haven't really changed much yet because it's like I don't have a giant belly. Oh, well, I think it's a giant belly. But everyone's like, you don't have a belly yet. And so I haven't done like sit-ups and stuff because I don't want to get like the ab separation.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to be careful about that and like planks. And I'm not the best at double unders because I kind of spaz out a lot. So I like try to limit those. And I'm
Try
not
to limit those. You're just not gonna do them. Let's be real.
double unders suck. And I'm not going to do like rope climbs that are programmed this week because like I don't need to. If I fall from the rope.
Yeah, exactly. There's
You
no
know?
point.
So I'm just continuing to do. I haven't changed anything really yet.
Yeah. It's just about being smart, I think.
Do you have anything to say?
I was gonna like, probably shouldn't tell the whole world we're doing rope climbs. It's kind of a hard thing to make COVID friendly. That's why it's on a Thursday where people don't show up on an extra credit section.
We have to sanitize it. Okay, I'll do one more question.
No, you can go through them. Let's just get them through quick. So
Okay.
that means I can't
Speed
interrupt.
round.
I can't
Yeah,
interrupt.
good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Okay, someone said
Turn John's mic off.
should one really be eating for 2, or is that some BS to pig out?
What? That was a dude, huh?
No, it was a girl.
Oh, okay.
It was a woman.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
see, look at that.
I was the one who said I don't have an issue with it.
You were one of the girls who said they didn't have an
Just
issue
say
with it.
women, dude. Frick.
I see girls all the time. I'm like, oh, I'm a girl.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's not do this again. Come on.
Every week.
Did you get any personal feedback or flack from that? Did
No,
someone
I had a
reach
bunch
out
of
to
people
you
that were like,
personally?
thank you very much. I had a bunch of women, yes, even in my live streams that actually sent a super chat that said, hey, I wanted to say thank you very much for standing up for women. And then a bunch of emails and DMs.
Those crazy gals.
Yeah, I had a lot of people who were like, I agree with you. So it's a very interesting.
I hadn't.
It's almost like
That
it's
one.
crazy that there's two different opinions on a single issue. Anyway, let's keep on going.
You said this was super round.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you should not be eating for 2. You should increase your calories a little bit. But I feel like this is a controversial subject because we meal prep every week. Since I've been pregnant, we do not meal prep because chicken grosses me out, ground turkey grosses me out, all meat grosses me out.
Mm.
And that's like what we eat for lunch every day
So
and dinner.
what have you been eating?
I've been making bagel sandwiches
Oh my god.
and I put spinach in it. Or I've been making protein.
I'm not hating. I eat
Yeah.
sandwiches every day, but knowing you guys, that just is funny to me.
Yeah, so I know I've been making grilled cheeses. I've been eating crackers and cheese for lunch. I've been making a protein shake every morning just so I can get like some good stuff in me.
Mhm.
But like dinner's been fine. Like I've been cooking the same dinners like whatever we eat. I don't know.
Big
Steak doesn't.
Cooking, aka they order Chipotle every night. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's only one time a week.
Mhm.
I said it in my wedding vows.
You might be having Chipotle one time a week.
Yeah.
Speed round.
Okay, yeah. So don't do that. But you gotta find like what works for you. Next said, should one ignore cravings in order to stay on track?
Yes
think-
and no. Okay, next. No, I'm just
Well, I
kidding.
think
I'm
you
just
should.
kidding.
I think it's important if you're gonna be craving something, you should be able to eat it. But if you're craving 10 brownies a million times a day, then you need to limit that.
Agreed.
I think that goes for non-pregnant people.
Yep.
Okay. Has there been a change in your blood sugar since getting pregnant?
Yeah, we answered that.
Yeah, the last few weeks have been lower. I have required a little bit more insulin, but yeah. Someone said, does Sam want to be my pregnancy friend? Sure.
I was kind of hoping you'd say no. Just
So I was
shut
like,
him
no.
down. No, I don't like you. Okay, next.
And someone said, how did you know you were ready to be a mom? I didn't.
No one knows.
Oh yeah, you
never
guys
know.
didn't plan this out. It was a oopsie baby.
No, it wasn't.
No.
No,
No.
it wasn't an oopsie baby.
It
Okay,
was
that's a question I've gotten like
it was
a million times
it
on my
was
personal
we'll
page.
We'll see what happens, baby.
Yeah, which I mean, that's more of it. You can't make it happen, so we'll see what happens. Is the most you can make it happen.
That's
right.
a question I keep getting and I don't answer. So
Yeah.
thanks a lot, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I mean, it's like I can't say we're gonna get pregnant in September.
That's true.
You know, so we'll see what happens. That is literally the most you can do. You can even spend thousands of dollars on in vitro and IVF and stuff like that, and still say we'll see what happens.
It's true.
We said we'll see what happens for 1 week. and
That's
then
what I
was
was. That's what I
We'll
was.
see what
that's what I
happens,
meant.
and we got pregnant right away, which is a lot of people are really hurt by that. A lot
Yeah.
of people have a lot of hurt because they've been trying for years. And
What?
we got
Why are
pregnant on
you?
the
I
15th.
didn't. I never said that. They didn't have that.
I will say I'm very thankful, but it was a shock.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man.
A
Jeez, why you get
surprise
so-
baby gives a different connotation.
It was a joke, bro.
I feel like it was like a one-night stand.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
no,
I'm
that's
saying.
not what that is.
You guys literally have never tried again. You guys had it one time, and that's it.
No, we tried. We
I was saying you
there
guys had
was a
sex
season-
one.
Oh
time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, on our
You
wedding.
guys literally have only ever had sex once.
Yeah.
Is what I was saying.
Just kidding.
Wow,
Okay.
this was an interesting episode, guys. I'm sorry for everyone that listened. Honestly,
No, people like it.
They do?
Yeah.
Like, if we tell you like it, you have to like it.
Okay.
No, people like the bickering that only siblings would do. Siblings and married couples.
It's true.
It's kind of weird,
Yeah.
but I'm glad you like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have a blast.
Yeah.
kidding.
We love it so much.
Yeah, it's so great.
Yeah.
But make sure you go to workforchangepodcast.com, pick up your merch. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Work for Change Podcast. And and thanks, Sam, for taking over the social media because hopefully it'll be better now.
Yeah. Everyone go comment because
You girls.
You'll get a reply.
Yeah.
Yeah, you finally get a reply.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
Peace.
Okay, bye.